Hi, Master Lacey. How are you?
Good, sir. How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good.
Thanks for joining us.
Yeah, no
And I
problem.
try my best to answer your questions. Would you like to introduce yourself a little bit?
Sure. My name is Master Lacey, and I'm from Musa Martial Arts. I've been training with martial arts for 21 years now. So it's been a pretty exciting adventure. I was able to open up my own school about 9 years ago. I've been associated with the world champion Taekwondo and with Master Lee from California. He's how I got started. And with his teaching, I was able to open up my own school, and I stay connected to those masters and just sharing the knowledge and helping each other grow as martial artists.
All right, and how's everything going?
Yeah, everything's going pretty well. At first, it was pretty hard because we had to shoot videos like this. And when it first happened, my daughter came up and she shot videos with me for just 2 straight days. All we did was film every single martial arts move and curriculum. And then I had to have private classes with every single student, and they got 1 class a week. And then we would do 3 Zoom classes a day. And learning how to teach like this was completely different. It's a whole different game. You can't touch people, see how they're acting, anything. It's crazy.
Okay. But how's like a business, going?
So right now we're doing 1 Zoom class every single day, and it's a half-hour long class. And then we have anybody who still doesn't feel comfortable coming in, then they have private classes for 15-minute private classes once a week. And then on Saturdays, we have a Zoom class also. So we have a Zoom class every day, Monday through Saturday morning. And then we have 3 regular classes for Taekwondo, and then we have 2 more Jiu-Jitsu classes on Tuesdays and Thursdays throughout the week. So cut back our classes, and then we have to have time in between 15 minutes so we can spray all the mats, clean all the doors and everything.
Awesome. They're like a challenge, especially the jiu-jitsu class. You really have to grab and roll on the mat, right?
Yes, sir.
Significant change in that, running that class?
Yeah, a huge change. So initially when we started, we had to basically stop it completely and only do videos and have people interact through videos this way because you couldn't do anything. And now we have to take masks, and then we transition to basically individual practicing by ourselves. So anywhere where we could be spaced out on the mat away from people and practice the moves in the air by ourselves. Kind of like Taekwondo, you can practice individually, but Jiu-Jitsu doesn't work as well that way. And there's somebody there and grabbing them, and that was difficult. But now we're working more techniques with masks on, and that's hard, and having to keep distance from people and making sure it's the same people and everybody gets their temperature before classes, and there's been big adjustments for COVID.
Do you have anything that you would like to share?
Zoom classes, for teaching the Zoom classes, I think the best thing is to have your plan ready, know what you're going to teach for that day, and then teach like I'm teaching to you, but try not to get distracted too much, because sometimes there's going to be one kid that they pick up their dog in the middle of the class, or their brother runs across the screen. But to not take anything personal and just really put your heart into the teaching and just try your best and just visualize people here. Like we're talking, here we go, yeah. And try to build up the energy and the enthusiasm and make that connection. And then have everything that you do, everything you can to keep them happy. So have your belt curriculum, all the videos set so they can practice on their own. If they have questions, they can come into individual classes or private classes and things like that, and have your lesson plan set up and give it everything you have. Don't get distracted when the dogs come in, because there's so many other kids in your screen that are paying attention, that are focused. So if you get too much caught, don't get disheartened and give up. Just keep pushing with the best thing. And remember why you started. That's it. Always remember why you started. When you close the camera down and you feel alone and you look at your school and there's nobody here and you can hear the echo, just always remember why you started.
For sharing your experience. You had a couple questions about me, and then can you explain that, why you have those questions, and then what your goals are? And
Sure. So the questions that I have come about because I think with masters, so much you get caught up in your own school and you get busy. If you don't make a big effort to connect with other masters, you can lose the networking and you get stuck with everything it is to take and run your own school, that you forget to reach out to other masters and hopefully, if you have the associations or you have other groups of people you can talk to. So that way you don't get stuck doing the same classes all the time. And, it's really easy to get wrapped up into that routine and kind of maybe your curriculum gets dull, or if you don't have it, once you raise all your students and they start getting higher levels, you forget that you have higher levels you can talk to also. So my main thing is like, okay, how do we make a black belt curriculum or something like that? If I don't talk to my higher masters anymore, so I'm the highest that I know, teach up to my 4th degree, but now what do I do, So even how do I excel and how do I keep everybody else developing?
Yesterday, I had an opportunity to talk with a black belt testing group, and it was obviously, with a Zoom. And I told them about, I thought I had enough, training before I go to college. But then I ended up learning, wow, there are more things that I have to learn. I had a degree, I came to America, and guess what? There are more things to learn.
Yeah.
And, I have to go back to another school. And now I've been actually learning, better like you. And then also, my students and even the parents. We are forever student.
Yes, sir.
I think that's great philosophy. I'm sure that your students will really appreciate that you have an open mindset and you are willing to learn more, because that's going to benefit your students and parents.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that's great. I mean, I believe the shared information will be helpful for you and then your community to grow. That's why I'm willing to spend some time with you.
Yes,
and
sir.
Hopefully I can give you
Yes, sir.
some helpful information.
Yes, sir.
Even though I use broken English, but again, I mean, Taekwondo people, pretty much everybody will understand.
Yes, sir. We do understand. And personally, for like a more personal note, so my master who's in Gresham, Master Chul Kim, and he runs World Champion Gresham, he introduced me to you, but I got a chance to talk to you to see your passion. And it reminded me of the first connection I made with my master, Jung-Soo Lee. And when you're running your school and you're teaching your school, sometimes your priorities get mixed up. And I think about this and that, and then they think like, how do you make more students? How do you make more money or something like that? And it gets in your head. But then I got to talking to you and I seen the passion again. And that reminds me, oh, this is great. It gets me excited to work with you and gets me excited to develop the martial arts in the school and a program for the kids where they can learn and grow. And that's back to the number one priority. And that, I can't tell you enough how much that made me feel alive again or happy again or focused again. And it was really exciting. So that's why I'm excited for you to say you'll take the time to teach me and take me under your wing for the mentorship.
I'm more than happy to be helpful. Now I have a little some project that are basically help out the schools. Today actually I posted a 1 million new white belt project. It's very simple. It's very simple. You just go on the social media and then just spreading the word. And then the title is basically receive gift of confidence, or just give your child a gift of confidence. Okay, so that basically means all the students, they didn't know the taekwondo. Once they're starting taekwondo, they're gonna learn something, right? One of them is actually building a confidence, especially this kind of crazy time of the human history, right? So they need a kind of a confidence, and I would like to just have those kind of a challenge. Then again, that'll one person actually bring join in any school in the United States, any school in the world. I think 1 million new white belts will be a very doable number, as long as all these masters participating. You just have to just participate and then build it. And reason why I would like to help you is because once you are building stronger martial arts program, and more people will benefit from your program, and then that's gonna spread some kind of like a positive influence. Then there are so many things in our society. It can, all these crimes and bad things, and it can be prevented.
Yes,
Well,
sir.
it's not about the kicking and punching. We teach our students to be positive and then have a better attitude.
Yes, sir.
And then I'm sure that this is somewhat helpful for our society. That's my
Yes, sir.
belief. That's where why I started this Dojang support project. And plus, we need to also research some of the researches that we have to get it done. For example, we just talk about confidence. Then we would like it to be studied and then scientifically prove that the martial art training would help students to build those kind of confidence and self-control and discipline, focus, and all that aspect that we're trying to accomplish from the student, right?
Yes, sir.
The program, that you would like to build, and then obviously business owner, as you said, that messed up the priority. This American Martial Arts Association and Master Academy is not really focused on business side of it, but I can give you some idea to balance between the business and education. For example, like doctors, okay, how are you gonna make more money? More people get sick, or
Yes, sir.
we're gonna balance it. That's why they're also studying, moral. So when it comes to this kind of like conflicting situation, how are you gonna which moral standard that you're gonna follow, right?
Yes, sir.
So we as a here teaching and a business, we have a certain types of standard that we have to follow. Okay, so
Yes, sir.
I believe that that's just as a business owner, you just have to have philosophy about the money and business.
I wasn't thinking as much because I just think of how much fun I have with the kids. And then when it comes to the business side,
Just to be blunt, the definition of money.
business
first,
side, I think, oh, I'll just give you classes for free.
like earning income. What's your definition?
That's honestly one of the hardest challenges I did. You would take the lessons outside. So, and the world was explained to me through martial arts.
And then anywhere in the world, they probably struggle this way.
Because I can't afford the rent, and I can't afford staff later, or I can't afford
responsibility, especially financial side. But let's just talk about that.
I'm the same way. If I could teach for free, I would.
I think many of martial arts business owners, they started because they like to teach, and then they like